Vantage Point Outdoors is brought to you by Woody Sporting Goods in association with Matthew Solo Cam, and by HME Products, Magnus Broadheads, Kentucky Legacy Outfitters, Beyond Backwoods Productions, K-Tech Designs, Kishel's Quality Animal Scents and Lures, Black Eagle Arrows, Rough Ridge, Scentlock, HHA Sports, Southern Ohio Outfitters, Bob's Custom Calls, and Bowfinger Archery. This week's VPO Minute is brought to you by Black Eagle Arrows. Hi, I'm Chad Taverney. I want to welcome you to this week's VPO Minute. This week we're going to go back to a fan-submitted question, and this week's question comes to us from Jason Bethel, who wants to know, I was wanting to know if 20 feet was high enough without being picked off to video. Thank you for your question, Jason. That's a great question, and as we all know, filming hunts has become very popular the past several years, and there's really no right or wrong way to film your own hunt. You know, a lot of guys use cameramen, and a lot of guys, you know, are forced to self-film their hunts, which is what we do most of the time here at Vantage Point Outdoors. Me in particular, I pretty much self-film all my own hunts, and have come up with a pretty good system for it. And the two most important factors that I've come to realize that are crucial in successfully capturing your hunts on film is, first of all, you want to give yourself good concealment cover in your tree stand setup, regardless of how high you're setting up. So rather than focus on a particular height requirement to film, I like to make sure that my setup is offering me good background cover, which is going to keep my movements concealed in the tree stand to allow me to get away with a little bit more movement, which is just going to inherently come from trying to film your hunts and all that extra multitasking that comes from filming. And of course, the second factor to that is keeping those extra human movements to an absolute minimum. And the best way I have found to accomplish this is to go with a combination camera arm setup along with a weapon mounted camera. This way here, when that animal is a ways off, he's 100, 200 yards out, you want to capture great stable video, you've got your camera arm there to do that. And when that animal closes in the distance, and especially if a particular scenario arises where you simply don't have the luxury or the time to move to that camera arm and keep that deer or that turkey or whatever game animal that you're after, keep that in frame, then you can go to your gun or to your bow, and you can use a weapon mounted camera, which can be a much more smaller compact camera system, because now the deer is in close, or that turkey's in close, and you can get away with a smaller camera to actually capture the kill shot on camera without having to worry about being picked off from moving a camera arm around. And that's been the number one reason that I've been picked off over the years, is trying to keep the deer or turkey in the frame with a camera arm. And I found that going to a weapon mounted camera system, you know, for whatever I'm doing, either archery or gun hunting, has been the most effective way for me to capture my hunts on film. If I'm bow hunting, I like to use the Bowfinger Archery line of bow camera mounts. They're rock solid stable, and they really allow you to capture those kill shots on camera, and they don't affect your archery accuracy at all, I found. And if I'm gun hunting, I like to go with a mount from a company by the name of Racked Up. They make a great camera mount which attaches pretty much to any firearm, and this allows you to pretty much aim your gun and film your hunt at the same time. And I was successful twice last fall on 2 northern New York mature does with the Racked Up mount. It worked its magic both times. And I would honestly have to say that if I was forced to simply using a camera arm on both of those hunts last fall, I probably would have been picked off, because the deer were in close and they were looking my direction, and I don't think I would have had the luxury of having that extra movement involved with just a camera arm. So to answer your question specifically, Jason, yes, I think 20 feet is high enough, as long as you're taking into consideration your background cover in the tree stand and making sure you're doing the absolute best you can to keep those human movements to an absolute minimum by going to a combination camera arm / weapon mounted camera system. I hope that you picked up a few tips and tactics that'll help you film your hunts this fall, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next week right here on the VPO Minute. To submit your questions for the VPO Minute, join us online at facebook.com/Vantage Point Outdoors. This week's VPO Minute was brought to you by Black Eagle Arrows.